A 13-point lead with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah.
What actually happened heading to that fourth quarter?
They went to that zone a little bit, which definitely bothered us. We knew they were going to deploy it sometimes, but when you get into a rhythm like that offensively, because I thought we were in a good rhythm there in the third quarter. That's what teams do sometimes. They try to junk up the game or muck up the game. But that's it's a credit to them. I mean, they did a really good job executing down the stretch, and they're a good team. They're 5-1 for a reason.
Emmanuel Miller had his best game yet with the team on offense and defense. Can you talk about the offense and how he's starting to get more comfortable there?
Yeah, I think just picking his spots as far as reading, attacking closeouts, it's been a big point of emphasis for him. But I thought he was ultra aggressive, especially when he did have a closeout. So I thought he was at least making some quick decisions. But like I keep telling him, like each game's going to get better and better. He's going to get more and more comfortable, and he's done a good job as far as like reading the game and picking his spots when to attack and when to get off the ball.
Now, Alex went against Isaiah Wong. Talk about that matchup and how Alex pretty much showed a couple things what he able to do on offense.
Yeah, no, I mean Isaiah Wong is he's an experienced player. He's a crafty player. He's a heck of a two-way for them. And going into the game, we knew that Alex was going to be challenged, but he loves taking on those kind of challenges. And obviously, like, wish we didn't foul as much as we did, but that was definitely an issue. And over the course of the game, but I definitely thought that Alex's intentions and his goal was in the right place. But it was a fun matchup to watch for sure.
Coach, what can you do about these sort of collapses in the third and fourth quarter? I'm sure you and the staff have talked about that and to the guys, but is there anything you can do as a coach to maybe prevent them or make the guys aware of certain situations?
Yeah, I mean, you try to show film to those guys and walk them through those certain situations. But I certainly got to do a better job helping them, get organized at the end of the game. So I could definitely help them there and do a better job there. But all this stuff is experience as it comes. We played 7 games. We got another 34 or something like that left to go. So I mean, all these experiences are great for us. It's all about how you internalize it. So I think we got a really quick turnaround, 2:00 game tomorrow. So we'll watch film, we'll clean this stuff up, but that'll definitely be addressed, especially in film tomorrow.
Yeah, the turnaround. You've had a few of those back-to-backs, kind of day to day. How do you approach those games? It's usually against the same opponent. Playing less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
How do you prep for the same opponent in such a short turnaround?
We try to do a cleanup from the night before. If there's anything that stood out, whether it was good or bad, just things we could do better, things we could execute a little bit better. But as far as personnel, these guys have a good feel. But mainly it's more so about tweaking things offensively and defensively as far as schemes, what we can do a little bit better and what we can take advantage of.
Look, Coach, when the game was kind of getting out of hand, E.J. Liddell was stepping up more in that offensive role. Talk about the confidence that you have in him to step up and really kind of help mellow the team out a little bit, especially offensively.
Like he's the one thing I respect about E.J. is like he's a complete warrior. He's a winner. And he's really, I challenge him to kind of develop his voice, with the teams. I think guys really respond well to him, and guys respect him, just the kind of person he is, the work he puts in. But just for him offensively, I think similar with Emmanuel, just attacking closeouts and also playing the pocket a little bit, being a screener or roller, he was able to get some stuff done there. But, he's done a really good job as far as, just taking things as they come. And I think he's starting to find, a good rhythm with where he can fit in. He's also doing a good job of using his voice to, just to echo our message from the bench and just to keep the guys engaged and keep them together.
And Alex, from a point guard perspective, it seemed like the more aggressive he became, the easier the offense flow. Talk about what does it mean to see Alex really pick his points like that, but also to be aggressive.
For sure.
And making this
there's gonna be, and he's like he and Marcus, obviously, being 2 rookies, going through this for the first time. There's gonna be points of times where you're gonna have to live with their mistakes, but at the end of the day, I don't want them thinking too much. Just go be aggressive, go be you. You guys are here for a reason. We all believe in your talent, we all believe in your capabilities, but just go out there and just do the best you can. And as long as it's catered to our process and our identity, you're not going to hear a peep from me. So, but it's more so just trying to help those guys along, and Alex has done a really good job as far as giving us a presence at the basket and giving us a presence at the paint, which he did tonight in a lot of ways, which helped us.
Coming off the big win on Monday and having kind of a long off week,
right?
Were you happy with the practices and kind of the effort going into tonight's game? Obviously, you kind of started off quick, but then obviously kind of tailed off. What was your overall thought process with this week and the effort kind of going into the game?
It's more so because we had going back to Delaware and College Park, we're coming off 3 games in 4 days, traveling, and then we had Texas back-to-back, and then we had Grand Rapids, the next or 48 hours after. So it's more so like these guys are tired. So it's more so like just making sure they're getting their legs under them, taking care of themselves physically. But I thought we had a really good competitive practice yesterday. And and some of that showed, some of that carried over. I thought our compete rate was really, really good, but our execution rate at times was not great. So if we kind of balance those two out, we usually get the results we want.
And then jumping off the basketball topic, with everything that's been going on within the country, is there anybody on the team, staff, players that are affected by everything that's going on in California?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's actually a very good question. I'm not sure if we have any West Coast guys. I know Shoes from the Pacific Northwest, but I'm sure he's got family there. But Isaiah Price, one of our video guys with the big club, who I worked with in Chicago, he's from Los Angeles, so I know his family's going through it a little bit. But that's why I closed the meeting at the end of the game with those guys. It was just like, listen, we got another game and it feels like 6 hours, but at the end of the day, like, we have another opportunity to play like a child's game. You know what I mean? And there's people in the world, not just in LA, but around the world that are really going through some hard stuff. So let's just be grateful for the moment that we have and the lives that we have and how we live it. And it's, it's blessings that we get to be able to come and work with us. Obviously, we're all upset, we're pissed off we lost, but at the end of the day, seeing that stuff on the news and seeing people like lose their homes and losing their lives, it's puts things in perspective a little bit.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.